Welcome to Learn for Grow, your passport to effective communication and confident expression. Join our English communication series where simplicity meets impact. Subscribe now for easy, enjoyable lessons that evaluate your conversation skill. Let's make language your superpower together. Hit subscribe. Let the communication adventure begin. Hey, hello guys, welcome back to the English language learning series. This is me, Praveen. As we learning the English most important concept tenses, and that already we have covered about the present tenses, and already we have started about the past tenses. And in past tenses, already we have completed the concept about past indefinite tense and past continuous tense, and today we are going to studying about the past perfect tense. Okay, let's get into the topic. Let's have a definition of past perfect tense. See here guys, the past perfect tense is a grammatical tense used to describe an action that was completed before another action took place in the past. It is formed by combining the past tense of verb to be means had with the past participle of main verb form means main verb form third and helping verb is had we are using here. Let's understand the definition. What here saying, the past perfect tense is a grammatical tense, as you already know, used to what will we do, used to describe an action that was completed before another action took place in the past. Means the action was completed in past before another action took place in the past, right? Means you have two activities. Okay, first activity is completed before the second activity completed. Okay, from the example, let's have an example. From the example, understand. For example, she had finished her homework before she went to bed. Means after homework completed, she went to the bed. So that's why here she has completed her homework before. After that, she went to the bed. Here showing both activity has been happened at past only, right? In this sentence, had finished is the past perfect tense, means had finished. This was a perfect completed work, right? Indicating that action finishing the homework occurred before the action of go to the bed, went to the bed, right? This is the simple concept. I hope you understood. Let's have a different types of sentences in past perfect tenses, how we form and different types of sentences by the help of rule. As I given here rule, subject plus had plus main verb third plus object, right? Means we need to put an first subject, after that helping verb had we need to place, and third form of main verb means has already we discussed, like for example go, went, gone, right? Means go is a first form, went is the second form, gone is the third form. Like that only here main verb form third we need to be mentioned, after that object. Let's have a helping verb we have here using had. Let's have a example. From example, through example we are going to understood the rule of affirmative sentence. Let's have attention guys. First example, she had finished her chores. Chores means homework, right? See here, she is a subject, as you know. Had is a helping verb. Finished, okay, finished is your first form, finished is the second form, finished is the third form, as you know, right? Her chores means here what we are using here, subject we have already used, had is a helping verb also used, and moving like a main verb form 3, finished means finish is the first form, finished is the third form of main verb, right? And her object is a chores means that was homework, right? chores is the object. Based on the rule only we have given the example, right? Let's have a second example. Let's understand. They is a subject, had is a helping verb, visited is the third form of visit verb, right? And Paris before is the object, right? Like that only. He had already eaten breakfast. See here, we noticed here, what we noticed? Subject is a he, right? Had is a helping verb, already eaten third form is eat at eaten, right? Eaten is the third form, breakfast is the object. Okay, all right guys, I will now read the examples. Let's compare with subject, like a rule. Compare all the examples whatever I will read now, just compare with whatever I have given the rule and just understand it is the same or not. Okay, let's have, I will read the example now. See, we had studied for the exam. Like that only. The movie had started when we arrived. They had cleaned the house. She had read the book. He had forgotten his keys. They had lived in that house for 10 years. She had cooked dinner. He had finished his homework. They had already left by the time we arrived. We had seen that movie before. The train had left the station. She had baked a cake for the party. He had bought a new car. They had played a soccer in the park. We had watched the sunset. She had painted the walls blue. He had broken his leg. They had visited the museum last week. She had received a letter from her friend. She had received a letter from her friend. He had completed the puzzle. They had talked on the phone for hours. We had missed the bus. She had finished her shopping. He had fixed the broken chair. They had won the game. We had visited the beach. Okay, these are the example of affirmative sentence rule. From this rule and from this example, what we have noticed here, as I said earlier only, we need to compare with rule whatever I have given, right? See here, we need to remember here, we need to use a helping verb had, first one. After that, we are using here main verb form third. As I said, go is a first, go, went, gone. If you take example like a go, in that go is the first form, went is the second form, gone is the third form. Like that only you have to be remember. Here using helping verb is a had and main verb form is a third we are using here. I hope you understood the affirmative sentence rule. Let's get into the next one, that is negative sentence rule. See here the rule, subject plus had plus not plus main verb form 3 plus object. Okay, see here subject plus had plus not plus main verb form 3 plus object, right? Here we also same, we are using helping verb is a had, right? Let's have an example. From example we can understand. Let's hear example. First, she had not finished her homework means here she is a subject, had is a helping verb, not is a negation. Like that, finished is the third form of finish verb, right? Like homework is a object, right? Like that, another example, they had not visited the museum before, means here they is a subject, had is a helping verb, not is a negation of the sentence. After that, visited is a third form of visit. After that, museum is a object. Based on the rule only, I have given the examples. Now I will read the example, just correlate with the rule whatever I have given. Okay, let's have an example. He had not eaten breakfast yet. We had not studied for the exam. The movie had not started when we arrived. They had not cleaned the house. She had not read the book. He had not forgotten his key. They had not lived in that house for 10 years. She had not cooked dinner. He had not finished his homework. They had not left by the time we arrived. We had not seen that movie before. The train had not left the station. She had not baked a cake for the party. He had not brought a new car. They had not played soccer in the park. We had not watched the sunset. She had not painted the walls blue. He had not broken his leg. They had not visited the museum last week. She had not received a letter from her friend. He had not completed the puzzle. They had not talked on the phone for hours. We had not missed the bus. She had not finished her shopping. He had not fixed the broken chair. They had not won the game. We had not visited the beach. She had not written a letter to her grandmother. These are the examples of negative sentence. From these examples, what we have noticed here, you need to be remember the first and foremost is helping verb. Here we are using helping verb is a had, has basic. When negative sentence rule come, the not is a compulsory, means not will indicate the negation, right? And third form of main verb, as I said before, here there is nothing much difficult, right? See here what we have here using in between had and main verb form 3 we are using not, means that will be gives the negation, denying, right? You need to be remember helping verb not main verb form 3. This is the similar of affirmative sentence. Instead we have here adding not only additional, right? I hope you understood. Let's get into the next one, that is interrogative sentence rule. Let's have a look here. The rule here, what we have made the changes, had is a helping verb first, after that subject, after that main verb form 3 and object, and at the end we have placed question mark symbol, right? Let's observe here, whatever we have taken the rule of affirmative sentence, the same rule we have here taken, but one changes, the helping verb will come in the beginning, right? In affirmative it will be the helping verb will come in the second, right? But here it will come beginning and subject will be the second, after that main verb form 3, after that object, and additionally in interrogative sentence we have mentioning the question mark sign, because the nature of interrogative sentence is asking the questions or seeking the information, right? Like that only we have given. And here we are also using helping verb is a had. And let's have an example, and from example we can understood the rule. First one, had she finished her homework? Means here we have asking, had she finished means we are asking her homework, right? Here we have question mark. Based on the rule only we have written the example, right? Had is a helping verb, she is a subject, finished is the third form of an main verb form, and homework is an object. I hope you understood. Had they visited the museum before? Here also same. Had is a helping verb, they is a subject, visited is the main verb form third, and object is a museum. Now I will read the examples. Let's correlate with rule. Had he eaten breakfast yet? Had we studied for the exam? Had the movie started when we arrived? Had they cleaned the house? Had she read the book? Had he forgotten his keys? Had they lived in that house for 10 years? Had she cooked dinner? Had he finished his homework? Had they left by the time we arrived? Had we seen that movie before? Had the train left the station? Had she baked a cake for the party? Had he brought a new car? Had they played soccer in the park? Had we watched the sunset? Had she painted the walls blue? Had he broken his leg? Had they visited the museum last week? Had she received a letter from her friend? Had he completed the puzzle? Had they walked on the phone for hours? Right? Had we missed the bus? Had she finished her shopping? Had he fixed the broken chair? Had they won the game? Had we visited the beach? Had she written a letter to her grandmother? These are the examples of interrogative sentence. And from these examples, what we have observed, based on the rule only I have given the examples, right? Here the additionally question mark is a compulsory at the end of each sentence, and same as third form of main verb we have using here. And here what we made the changes, at the beginning we have taken a helping verb and second subject. This is the major changes we have observed in this rule, right? Alright guys, I hope you understood the interrogative sentence rule. Let's have a next rule, that is none other than double interrogative sentence rule. This is very simple. As you know, we need to only add WH family at the beginning. Rest of things are only what we have studied in interrogative sentence, that is the same. Here also we have using had is a helping verb, right? Let's have an example. What had she finished? As you know, what is a WH family verb, because what, when, why, how, when we asking about, okay, as we studied about the double interrogative, we are using two questions here. What had she finished? Okay, what is the first? She finished. What had she finished? WH word starts with W most of the words. Okay, here we are using first WH family word. After that, had is a helping verb. She is a subject. Finished is a third form of main verb. Right? All right, guys. Let's have another example. Where had they visited before? Means here where is a WH family verb. Had is a helping verb. They is a subject. Visited is the main verb form third, and before is the object, right? When Had he eaten breakfast? When is a WH family word? Had is a helping verb. He is a subject. Eaten is a third form of eat word, and breakfast is the object. Alright, based on the rule only I have given the examples, and whatever I have given the example, these are the very basic example because you need to be understood, right? Alright, I will now read the examples. Let's correlate with the rule only, right? Why had we studied for the exam? How had the movie started? Who had cleaned the house? Which book had she read? Whose key had he forgotten? How long had they lived in the house? What had she cooked? Why had he finished his homework? How far had they left by the time we arrived? Which movie had we seen before? Where had the train left? What cake had she baked for the party? What car had he brought? Who had played soccer in the park? How many times had we watched the sunset? What color had she painted the walls? How had he broken his leg? When had they visited the museum last? What letter had she received from her friend? What puzzle had he completed? How much had they talked on the phone? Which bus had we missed? What shopping had she finished? What chair had he fixed? Who had won the game? Where had we visited? What letter had she written to her grandmother? These are the examples of double interrogative sentence rule. And here whatever we have observed in the interrogative, same additionally WH family word we have given at the beginning, right? I hope you guys understood the concept of past perfect tense. Let's meet in second video. Thank you for joining Learn for Growth English Communication series. If you enjoyed enhancing your language skill with us, don't forget to hit subscribe and stay tuned for a more exciting journey into the world of effective communication. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.